Thank you for watching Chef and the Apron, presented by Granary Kitchen. My name is Moses, and today we'll be doing breaded pork tenderloin. We're down to the ingredients. So simple, you have them in your drawer, I promise. Just go up above the refrigerator in that cupboard, that's where you keep them. If you don't, buy new ones, they're not too expensive. This recipe does not call for pricey ingredients. It's great on budget and you will love it. So, we have garlic salt, ground pepper, very fine, paprika, Italian dressing, and coarse black pepper. Okay, so we have breadcrumbs right here. You can buy them or you can make them yourself. I buy them. Very easy to do. Then we have papaya, mango, and organic eggs or white eggs. And then you will pick tomatoes. Anyhow you like them. I like the small cherry red tomatoes, and we'll talk about that later. So right now, this is the pork we got. Thermometers, very important. Anytime you cook pork, you have to have a thermometer. It's the way you can cook meat safely. Alright, so next thing is, let's get our grills going and we're on cooking. We're cutting meat, you got a new board. It's very important. Hand washing, new board, cross-contamination, we don't want that to happen. That's why I moved everything there and then I got a new board in. So, let's take it out of the package. I'll show you how to cut it. Perfect. Good size. Fat on this side. Perfect. So, when you cut meat, we're going to cut it in 3 different things. 1, 2, great. So, that's good. Alright, there's a little bit of fat on this. And that's it. 3 big pieces, and we're done. So, let's prepare the meat. First of all, we're going to break the eggs. Use any eggs you would like. Organic, regular eggs, depending on what you do. I'm just going to do 3 eggs right now for this. I'll put this aside. Okay, so now, we'll whisk them. We don't whisk them too much. There we go. Good. That'll be good. So we're done with that. Let it sit there. So now we are going to rub the meat. So the way we do it, we'll do salt. So I'll say tablespoons of salt. Don't worry, I'll put the recipe on. You'll see it. We'll look at it online. So we'll say tablespoon on one side. Pour it. Tablespoon on the other side. You can use and pinch the back of you. There you go. Alrighty. So then we'll do the fine pepper. We're just coating. Think of it as dressing something up. 1 layer, 2 layers, and then you just layer it up. And you'll see the taste. You'll see why we do this. You can do it differently. You don't have to do it the same order, but I do it. It works out. Why mess with something that works good? Okay, paprika. Love it. Honestly, you can use a smoked one. I smoked one time. It got a little bit of different flavor, but you'll like it. So, depends on what you like. You can also add chili to it for more of a spicier taste. I like the roasted chipotle taste. Okay, so Italian seasoning. We'll coat it, and we'll go back to the Italian seasoning, coat it some more. And then we'll go back to the pepper when we put the meat. Okay. And then we're going to repeat the process. We're going to take meat. And then we're going to coat it with the egg. The egg is like a glue, a fondant. It'll keep all the spices on it during our time. So we got the egg. So grabbing this, I would say put about half a cup total. Alright. And then we'll finish off with some black pepper. Okay, now we're ready for the seafood. tomatoes, and we're gonna sear the main pork. So, I want to show you how the pork turned out. There you go. We coated it really well, and now we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. By that time, we'll finish the tomatoes. Tomatoes are going to be a side that we're going to use as a garnish and as a side of vegetables if you like. Those are optionary. Gonna pour some olive oil. That's all to it. I use the olive oil canola mixed together, probably a 70-30. Great mix. Don't like to use straight olive oil sometimes. It leaves a little bit of a taste. Okay, we're gonna put the tomatoes in here. And then we're gonna close this because there's gonna be a lot of oil and heat. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes and then we're gonna open it up. Alright. So now we sear the tomatoes and we're gonna preheat the ovens while they're searing in there. You can preheat the ovens if they're electric, preheat them to broil 500 degrees. And you can be hot, smoking hot. So when the tomatoes and the pork loin go in there, they'll be ready to go. Alright, let's look at the tomatoes. Wow, oh my word, it smells so good. And they're almost ready. But we have to add one more ingredient to it. Vodka. One time I added it by accident because I didn't have any wine with me. So the only thing I had in my house was vodka. Don't ask me why. Okay, so we're going to add just a tad bit. Perfect. And then it's going to boil. Perfect. And we're going to close it up. Voila. Let it simmer in there. And it will give us the flavors that we need. We'll add some salt to it. Perfect. And it's ready to go. So now the tomatoes are ready. The vodka has been cooked out of it, and then they're ready to harvest. So we're gonna put them right here. Look at that, they're brown. You don't want to overdo them because they'll be soggy. You want them a little bit crispy and not too runny. Perfect. Wow, these are great. Alrighty, so we're gonna put them aside and let them cool off a little bit. Now the pork. So make sure it's heated up too well, and just lay them right here. Just lay 1 and 2. Important part is let it sear all the way on one side, then turn it and turn it and turn it. That's all. Don't rush it. Let it sear. Let it get a good crust on every side. Okay, we'll close it up, turn it high, and listen to the magic. Alright, meat's all seared up. Pretty good. This is a little over-seared, but it's okay because it's the fat part. But look at this part. Yummy, crispy edges. That's what we want. Don't underdo it because we're gonna let it sit in the oven for a little bit more. Okay, done. Let's put it in the oven. Oven is preheated, ready to go. I heard the beep. We're almost done. Well, we finished our process. It's only, what, 42 minutes? We made it. So let's unfold this. I let it rest. I took it out of the oven, let it rest for about 10 minutes. Do never cut meat when you just take it out of the oven. Ooh. Oh, you smell that? I put some rosemary in there before I put it in the oven. And then I individually wrapped all 3 pieces with foil. And then put rosemary on top and get a fresh aroma. Oh, it's great. So, let me grab a knife and let's cut into it. So, okay, put a fork right here and let's see what is inside. Wow. I personally like pork medium. I do not like it well done because it loses all the juices. So, let's see our final product. Okay, voila. Oh, so much juice. Okay, and then we'll just keep slicing it. Okay, so with this pork, wow, The smell, aromatic, is so great. I wish I could pass it through the camera. Alrighty, and there you go. That's pork tenderloin with crusted herbs and papaya. Now let me show you what you can do for sides. Sides number one, let's say if you wanted to do a mini vegetables, zucchini or squash. I got them at Fresh and Easy store. You can always order through your produce department at any grocery store which participates. So this is a dish I did with polenta and cherry tomatoes. Remember, we fry the tomatoes, put some vodka in there, and there it is. There's the finished product. This is just the polenta and the mango chetna we did. I added a little bit of curry to it. You can also find these recipes on our website. And then a possible side is the white sauce tomatoes. Potatoes. Tomatoes, potatoes. Who cares? Yes. These are purple potatoes. They're mini potatoes. They have very good sugar level. And then final, last but not least, is the complete dish. Thank you so much for participating and watching our show and supporting our YouTube channel. Thank you once more. I'm Moses with Granary Kitchen, Chef in the Apron. Have a good night.